What's good, YouTube? Andre here with the DM Network, and y'all, today I want to talk more about Dragon Ball game Project Z. Why we haven't heard anything yet, and one of the big questions: how long could the game potentially be? But before we get into all of that, if you're new to the channel, y'all, please subscribe. It's completely free; doesn't cost you anything at all. Just to click that sub button. Also, turn on notifications. I upload 7 days a week, every single day, without delay. Let's get on with the show. So, why haven't we heard anything yet? It's been over a month now since they released the trailer for the game, and it's been a little bit longer than that since they first announced the game. So, when will we hear something? I said, like I said, if it wasn't then in February, it's definitely going to be in March. I don't see them going the entire month without saying something about this game. Um, I'm at the stance now where I feel like they're going to talk about the game alongside Super Dragon Ball Heroes for the Nintendo Switch. I don't see them waiting till Comic Con or E3 to talk about this game. That is too long. Now, we can speculate as to if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I personally feel like it's a good thing because it tells me that they're still working on the game. And if the first trailer showed up to the Frieza saga, it's a pretty good chance that we could go beyond that, which is good, which leads me into my next topic of discussion. How long will the game be? This is something that people have wrestled with and talked about, speculated about, including myself. And I know people are going to say, oh, guys, chill. It's just the first trailer. They never show everything in the first trailer. And that's true. And we know that. But we're going to speculate regardless. We're going to talk about it regardless. If you don't like it, don't watch the video. It's literally that simple. So they did show up to the Frieza saga. I personally feel like it's going to be more than that. I just don't see, with it being 2019, with everything that we have now and all the expectations of gamers, that they would make a game that would just go to the Frieza saga. Now, the conflict with that is that the game is supposed to be through the eyes of Goku. Now, that doesn't mean that we won't be able to play through with other characters and other fights, especially if there's a multiplayer element to the game or a versus mode in a sense, you know. So, but then that begs the question: if it is only through the eyes of Goku, then it's gonna limit the story extremely. This is why I don't think that it'll just be Goku. That in some way, shape, form, or fashion, even if we're not controlling them, we will in some way see the other characters in the thing. And since it is Dragon Ball, and if they do a multiplayer route in a way, you are guaranteed to probably be able to play with the other characters. I just don't see how it would work otherwise. With Naruto series, it would be really cool. You know, we've done it, but we haven't seen where you actually get to fight in the tournament in the other world. That would be really cool to be able to do in this game. After that, he comes back for the Majin Buu. So the biggest he has is fighting against Vegeta, and then he fights against Majin Buu, Small Buu, you know, and then he's on King Kai on the Supreme Kai's planet for the rest of it. You know, so it's not much that Goku does. The Frieza saga definitely doesn't do much during the Android saga. So you would have at least one saga where there's just not much going on for Goku, you know. So how do you feel the game with that if Goku is the only playable character? You see what I'm saying? And still be able to tell and give immersion to a Dragon Ball story. That's why I don't, you know, the more I look at it, the more I don't, it's just, how is it going to work? If it goes up to the Frieza saga, then yes, I could see them completely being Goku the only playable character. But they said that this game would tell the story of Dragon Ball Z, which we know Z goes all the way up to even Battle of Gods. Really, actually, if you want to be technical, the movie and Fukasu no F were Dragon Ball Z movies. You know, even though the story in depth took place in Dragon Ball Super anime, the movies were done in Dragon Ball Z. So where does Goku fit in with all of that? You see what I'm saying? You just have to, unfortunately we have to just wait and see, and we can speculate till we're blue in the face, and we may just do that. Who cares, you know? But it is interesting, the route that they could go with this game, and that's a big question because some people don't want to play as just Goku. Some people want to be able to play as the other characters, you know. And here's the thing that people have to we're gonna have it go to the saga. We're gonna have a season pass to other sagas to come out, or you can buy them individually. Now there's going to be some gameplay changes with that, because when you Android the Cell Saga, Goku's not so main character. So we will allow you to be able to play through with Gohan or Vegeta and some of the other Z Warriors and stuff, like, you know, I can see that happening, and that's a very real possibility. So kind of wrap your head around that, as opposed to just looking at Goku and things like that. It could, I mean, the thing is, there's going to be, so I don't see how they're going to incorporate any kind of DLC if they have the Raditz, from Raditz all the way to Majin Buu. What is going to be the DLC at that point? Some people can say, well, it's playing through the other perspective of the other fighters. That just doesn't feel right to me, because like